Hey, if you're a technology company in Austin and you're looking for an Austin video production company that actually understands the tech industry and how to help your business grow, then I think you're really gonna like this video. I'm Mark, owner of Mosaic Media Films, and we're a top-rated Austin video production company that specializes in helping technology brands explain their complex products, accelerate sales cycles, and drive more demos. So, let's get into it. So if you're a technology company and you're thinking about doing video, before you dive into all the creative, you start thinking about who we're gonna interview, you start thinking about shots, you really have to do one thing first, and that is think about strategy. Now, I have a free guide that's called the Mosaic Method, which is the method that we work with all of our clients with, and it's a 5-part process called Define the Win, Know Your Viewer, Map the Journey, Turning Objections into Stories, and Building the Engine. That is the 5-part process. Now, we're gonna talk a little bit about that throughout this video, but to do a deeper dive into each one of these with a strategy workbook, as well as some great detailed videos of me going over each one of these, then just go to the link below in the description. You can click on that, put in your email, and you'll get instant access to all that. You can binge watch everything all at once and work through the workbooks, or you can go through them in a shorter form because you'll get drip marketed a handful of emails over the next week or so. So totally up to you if you want to dive into that. But in the meantime, let's talk a little bit about video for your technology company. Now, when it comes to a technology company and you're a B2B and you're selling complex products, there's 3 types of videos that I highly recommend. The first one is a brand story. The second is a product video. And the third one is a launch video. So most of these videos have the same or similar types of components. They have interviews, visuals, and motion graphics. On the interview side, we typically will do some form of narration, and that can be documentary style where we're interviewing team members or we're scripting content, or in some situations it can be voiceover. The other component is visuals, visually articulating and showing what you do, how you do it, and what makes you uniquely different. The third component, and when it comes to technology, this is incredibly important, is motion graphics. Motion graphics are visually illustrating and telling the complex technical side of things in a very easy to understand format. So they can be line graphics, call outs, 3D animation, or anything in between to better articulate the technology in a simplistic way. So first, let's dive into the first video, which is your brand story or business promo. This is what we call a flagship video. This is the #1 video that technology companies should really have, no matter what the industry or what they specialize in. This is ultimately a who you are, what you do, what makes you uniquely different. But it's telling your story in the eyes of how it makes your customer's life better. So instead of gloating on, here's who we are, this is what we do, this is our history, this is what makes us so great, you wanna relate all of that content in regards to how it benefits the customer. So if you're faster, how is it helping the customer with their P&L or their personnel or whatever the situation may be? How is the thing that makes you uniquely different simply helping your customers out in their story that they have in their mind, okay? So that's the core benefits and the core elements of essentially a brand story video. So you're telling a story about yourself, but it's ultimately through the eyes of how your customer's life gets better. Now, the second type of video is a product video. Now, we're doing this similar type of approach where we're using interviews, visuals, and motion graphics, but instead of focusing on the business at large, and the business being the core values, what we do, what makes us different, we're focusing on the product. So the product, and this could be a product story about how it came to be, what makes it uniquely different, what are the core benefits, what does life look like for the customer that's going to use it. And it could be in the form of a technology software tool, it could be a hardware tool, it could be anything in between that's telling the story of that physical product or software product that someone is going to use, have an experience with, and it's gonna help them achieve their goal. So we're telling that unique story. And from that, you can create different versions. You can create a long form, a short form, social cuts, all of which to get people into your funnel, your system, or use them in your sales pipeline, whether it's for prospecting in your sales deck or closing jobs during those one-on-one meetings, whether in person or through Zoom. Now, the third type of video is going to be what we call a launch video. And if you're in the technology space, you're probably launching new things all the time, whether it's new software capabilities, a new division of the company, a physically new product, a new chip, new architecture, whatever it is. You want to create some excitement around that, get some additional revenue from it, give your sales team a reason and a tool to re-engage with customers and create conversations. And this is where launch videos are tremendously powerful for you. So it can be a series of pre-launch content where you're kind of teasing towards something coming to the actual launch that articulates it in a compelling way. This can be in the form of a standard kind of documentary style where we're interviewing, telling it stories about the problem, the challenge that customers have, why this product and launch came to be, and what that means for them and how their life is going to look like once they actually get to use this product, service, software, or tool, whatever you're launching that happens to be. You can also leverage this on the sales pipeline, to create that levels of engagement and create conversation around that. Now, the launch video can also be done in a slightly different way. Instead of it being a documentary style, you could also create it in more of like a Apple keynote style, where you're doing a much longer form, where you're launching something, you're talking about it in great detail, you have multiple members of the team discussing it, they're talking about each section of the launch, maybe it's multiple things getting launched, and they're articulating and talking about each element, showcasing it in a more flashy keynote style where there's live action, visuals, and animation that really helps create a splash. Because you've spent so much time, effort, and energy creating the product or software tool or whatever it is to launch it, is one of the most important things to be able to get that to attract prospective buyers, increase engagement with existing ones. And again, that can be used to really help funnel a lot of the R&D that went into creating the product in the first place. So those are the three core videos that you should really be thinking about. And each one of them, you can create iterations in different versions. You can create a long form, a mid form, a short form, and use and leverage them in a couple different ways. So the product video, for example, like we were talking about earlier, a minimum of 3 versions is really ideal. You have your very short form video that's used for prospecting and trying to get people to engage, whether it's posting on LinkedIn in a social post, messaging people directly, or doing cold outreach through email or cold calling, saying, can I send you something really quick? It could be a customer testimonial, it could be a short form video of the product video, or anything in between that helps create that level of engagement. That mid-form video could be used on a landing page. It could be used in your pitch deck when you're talking to customers. And a long-form video could be used in RFPs, or again, when you have that face-to-face conversation with them through Zoom, or you're pitching to them in person, you can articulate the product. Because sometimes with product, you can't visually show it or what it is. It's maybe a chip or some technology that really isn't that interesting to look at, but you can illustrate its effectiveness and what their life looks like more easily with a video that tells that story. And it really increases the speed of trust and shortens sales cycles because you're able to articulate and explain the core benefits to the company and the client that you're talking to in the form of video. And that can be incredibly, incredibly effective. So now I want to dive into a couple clients that we work with, some use cases, so you can kind of get a better idea on how you can use and leverage video, these 3 and beyond. So the first one I want to talk to you is a company called Carnegie Technologies. And they are an amazing technology company that comes with advanced technology, really helping their customers with a variety of different things. One of the projects we work with them on is what was called the Longview Tracker. And basically what it was is an array of different sensors that a variety of different industries could use and leverage to track and understand, if something is not full, where are people, where are things, because you lose so much money when you can't track down people, when you can't track down objects. You lose money if it doesn't have the correct volume or they're not getting refilled properly. It has a wide array of different applications. And in this video, we use the combination of interviews, stock imagery, great motion graphics, live action, and articulated how the information works, how it actually functions, and what that means for them. by losing parts or not being able to locate the right people at the right time, you're losing tons of money in payroll because you got one C-level executive trying to find this, or you have 18 engineers trying to find this. But you have sensors on everything, you can do that. Whether it's at a construction site, whether it's in the tech industry, whether it's variety of different industries, they're able to do this. So that's how we told the story, by clearly articulating what is the core problem in the market, what is the challenge that this tech company, Carnegie Technology, their clients, what are the challenges and problems that they have with not finding people, things, or not understanding the volume or density of items, and basically how they could use and leverage that information in real time to help them make better decisions faster, to help increase revenue and decrease costs. So we articulated that fully with that combination of different elements. And that's, ultimately what I would call a product video, because it was a product that they were selling. Now, what's great about this video is they went ahead and leveraged this kind of mid-form video around 3 minutes during pitch decks. And they immediately got like a 20 times increase from one sale one time, because they're dealing with, enterprise level clients. So they got a 20 times ROI on that one initial investment in video, because they were able to use it, articulate the value, and have a large form, almost $1 million contract on the contract they have with the enterprise level client. So that is Carnegie Technologies. Another one I share with you is a company called PAR, and PAR is an amazing technology company that specializes working with restaurants on anything from kiosks to rewards to understanding the CRM system and helping them get a holistic view on their customers and helping generate revenue and loyalty programs. So they do a ton of different amazing things. And one of the things that we worked with them was a launch video. They were launching a huge new program and rolling it out to all of their customer base, And essentially what we did was, instead of just creating a standard nuts and bolts one with documentaries, we actually injected a little bit of humor in there in the beginning and a little bit of humor in the end. So a little bit of humor in the beginning kind of helped with that hook and that engagement where people were excited and interested to learn about it. And then the main meat and potatoes of the video articulated what is the problem in the market, what is the challenges that they see their customers facing, and how they created a new product that helped them get away from that problem and solve that problem and make it as easy as humanly possible for them. And we used a combination of interviews that were scripted, some of them were kind of off the cuff, and then great live action visuals and motion graphics to kind of put all those pieces together to tell that story, and then bookend it with some funny bloopers at the end to keep people a little bit more engaged, and then also something for clients to kind of talk about and chat about, particularly about the team at PAR, and that they're really fun, they're great to work with, and they have amazing products that make their life easier. And so that was a great opportunity working with PAR. So think about a way that you could leverage some content like that when you're launching a new product or a new service or something else in your industry. Now, the third company that I want to talk about is Silicon Labs. Now, with Silicon Labs, we created a variety of different content that they did for a convention that they were going to. They were one of the title sponsors, so they needed a wide variety of different content to help articulate the specific industries they work with and how they're shaping the IoT space with their chip technology. So we created a large variety of content for them, and it started with some well-scripted voiceover content, a variety of live action stuff, stock footage, and then high levels of animation, overlays, and other content that again helped articulate what industries they serve, what is their brand about, what you can look forward to, and how they become really an amazing chip provider for the Internet of Things. So you can look at all these different types of videos, all these different types of clients, and try to get some better idea on how you can use and leverage video to be more effective. So we talked about starting first and foremost, before you start diving into this creative, download the Mosaic method below, get access to that so you can know your video, you can map their journey, you can turn objections into success stories, you know your viewer, you're defining your win, and you're putting it all together and building that engine of content, similar to what we talked about here, because you have top, middle, and bottom of the funnel. And then when it comes to B2B sales, you have that sales pipeline. So how are you engaging with closed prospects? How are you engaging with existing clientele, letting them know about the new things going on and how you can have additional conversations with them? How are you having your pitch decks articulated in the form of video and overcoming objections through other types of video content as well? So we talked about that. We explored the 3 major types of videos. So start thinking about product videos, launch videos, and business promos, and then start thinking also about how I gave you some examples about Power Silicon Labs and Carnegie Technology and how they use and leverage the videos we created. Like I mentioned with Carnegie, it was a 20x plus revenue that they were able to increase in ROI from the expense that they had invested in the video in relation to just that one sale. So that's a huge, huge win for them. And I hope it can be a huge win for you when you use these strategies and apply them appropriately and then leverage the videos in your marketing funnel and your sales pipeline. So hopefully this has been helpful for you and kind of showing you how you can use and leverage video in the technology space. So if you're a technology company in Austin and you're ready to talk about how the right video strategy can help move the needle for your business, then just click on the link below and set up a free 30-minute strategy call with me. We'd love to be your Austin video production company and help your brand stand out with video that actually drives results. Thanks for watching us all the way through and hope to talk to you soon.